let's move on to our next story. And this one is so well, obviously hurt the person a lot because they've called themselves Throwaway Away. And this one reads as the following. Am I the asshole for expecting my fiancée to not wear her late fiancé's ring anymore?
Ooh. Yikes.
You wait. My fiancée was engaged before me. Her fiancé passed away in a pedestrian car accident 3.5 years ago. We met 1.5 years after he passed on Tinder. On our first date, she told me what happened, and then I noticed an engagement ring on her right-hand finger. I didn't say anything. A couple of months in, I brought it up, and Em says she will wear the ring on her right hand until she dies.
Oh,
She
God.
said she understood if it was a deal breaker, but that's how it has to be. I was fine with it, thinking it was a temporary coping thing. When I first went over her house, she owned it with him. I saw pictures of him, the life they lived, etc. It felt weird. Present time, we are engaged, and even booked a venue for 2021. She did sell a house about 8 months into our relationship and packed away the photos. She bought a condo for herself that I moved into with when we got engaged. But then that ring is still on her right finger. I really figured she just needed more time to heal, and that after we got engaged she would take it off. We had a heart-to-heart last night, and I told her this, and that it bothered me. Em said that she's sorry that it bothers me. She will not take it off. Not now or ever. She says she already told me this when we met, and I continued seeing her. Am I wrong to think it was a temporary grieving process? Em said that there's plenty of room in her heart for me, but she lost a part of herself when he passed away, and that she would keep the ring on. I can't help but think I'm competing with a ghost. That she never would have wanted me if she was still alive. What happens when we die and hypothetically there's a heaven? She meets back up with the guy and my ghost is shit out of luck. Not trying to be funny, and I know it sounds dumb, but fuck. Why does she have to wear that ring? Am I the asshole?
So Geek or Sippy,
Yeah.
which one of you wants to take this first?
So you can tell
I
that
want in here too.
yeah, you can tell that this guy's never been married previously.
Really?
Because, you know, I've been dating my wife for 17 years, married for 12. So I mean, together 17, married for 12. And if she, you know, God forbid, if she passed tomorrow, it would be incredibly difficult for me to get past, and I don't know if I would ever take off that wedding ring. And the thing is that you said it halfway through the story. It was like, I thought it was a temporary thing. I thought that was your first fucking mistake. She, you know what? She told you she was gonna wear it until she died. Take her at face value that she's gonna wear it until she dies. And if you can't handle that,
expectation. I mean,
literally the very first fucking date.
Sorry, there is an angry dog outside my room.
So I will pick up where he left off. The more modern thing that people tend to do, and something that I can almost guarantee I would end up doing, is if Sipet were to pass tomorrow, next week I'd be getting an ink.
or sometimes I've seen people wear their deceased loved ones rings on like a necklace, or like they'll put it like on a bracelet or something.
Yeah, like I
Go
specifically would get ink because like I wear my wedding ring specifically for special occasions because it gets in the way of literally everything I do. My fingers do not have one size. They shrink and grow every other day, and when we got the ring, it was too big. So, like I don't always wear it, but that's why I would end up getting ink as opposed to constantly wearing a ring that doesn't quite fit right, which will probably get replaced this year. But anyway.
But like also, I mean, like like I already said, she set the expectation, and he also has to understand, like, it's he needs more confidence in himself. He's not competing with a ghost. You know what I mean? Just accept the fact that she had a really good life with him, and even though it was before him, just because he wasn't there doesn't mean that she has to let go of those memories or those thoughts or those particular things. Now grieve if you want to, you know what I mean? I think it's now me personally, I think it's a little weird like keeping all of their pictures around the house. Like eventually you're going to have to kind of like
Well,
put
those
it
are
in a
packed
put
up. Those
put it
those
in
were
like
packed up.
put it in a box and like let it sit and never get rid of them. I understand the ring thing if you want to keep it on because she set that expectation like she's never taking it off. But I think that he needs to understand that he's not. There's no competition, dude. Like
No,
get
it's
over
not-
yourself. You
It's
know,
not like the ghost is Patrick Swayze, you know,
right?
fucking her making ceramics. Like it's not that.
You
Well,
don't
you
do
know,
that.
but I think he's completely.
It's true. I don't.
I think he's legitimate in the way that he's feeling, though. That, well, I don't feel like she's fully committed to me because she's still committed to her passed away husband, and I think that's okay to feel that way, and it's okay to bring it up and say, look, I feel this way, but like you said, he has to accept the fact that
You know what it really sounds like? It sounds like he needs to sit down and have a conversation with her and be
Correct.
like, look,
Well, he did.
is this something? Are you
What's
still
that? I don't know. What
committed
that
to this
is.
guy? Or is this just like you're wearing this for a memory? Or what is this? Like, what's the situation here? Like, I think he should ask
Well-
her what the situation is instead of assuming things like he's competing with a fucking dead person.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I mean, he said he did have the conversation, right?
Ah,
He told her that how he felt.
It doesn't sound like he had the conversation.
No.
yeah.
The
had an
conversation was
initial-
take the damn thing
He had
off, and she was
a-
like, nah.
Yeah, that's
Initially,
fair
he
enough.
had.
Actually,
yeah.
as soon as I heard it, I thought, like, if my wife passed away, I would do the same. I'd move it to that hand, and I honestly don't think I'd ever take it off. But I guess if anybody's feeling that way, I had a friend a little while ago who just lost her boyfriend really, really young, who she had this whole idea set in her head and lost him. And like now every other guy that she's ever going to meet, whenever she meets him, is always going to compete with this guy, right? In her brain. But it's the relationship with somebody else is never going to be the same. It's never going to replace him. It's just going to be different. And that's what people who go into a relationship with a widow or widower kind of have to accept, that you're not there to replace that person. You are something entirely new and entirely different.
Like you're there to add to their life.
You're there to add to their life, not to fill a hole.
Sorry.
Well, if the marriage,
You think to that. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Every time I say something like that,
You were doing so well,
So
and
well.
it was
So
really,
good!
really
Until the
good
very
stuff,
end.
and then dick jokes.
Very
and it's always in like a heartfelt moment too, and I'm being very serious. Shit.
fill that hole. Yep. Nicely done.
Yes.
Oh God.
Next topic.
So
He's not an asshole for feeling the way he feels, in my opinion, but he's
for what
also
he's doing.
But exactly. But for
Yes.
what he's doing, he's definitely the asshole. Like she set the expectation. You decided to still keep up with it and go with her. You got yourself in this mess. You made your bed, now lay in it. Next topic. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I like
okay.
it.
Well, there we go. Okay, so you've heard the evidence. We've argued it out. Can I get a raise of hands for asshole? Okay, asshole, and raise of hands for not the asshole. Okay, all right, excellent. Thank you very, very much.